Say again?
Can I lower it?
Can you what?
Can I lower it?
Oh, no. Yeah, but you were always sitting on this.
I play the Ballade 3.
Okay.
Okay, I finished it.
Okay. the character is always a little too heavy and serious. Yeah, and not kind of a little bit not flowy enough.
More rubato?
Less rubato.
Less rubato.
Well, it's not that more rubato or less rubato. It's just a little. It's just always a little condensed. Everything feels a little stuck.
For example, which one?
Everywhere. Well, the feeling of rubato is just in general quite difficult to do. Then of course it's just all too dense sounding wise. You just over pedal everything a little bit too much. Yeah, like there's plenty of places where we just have to breathe, and there's no places where you don't take where you pedal, no pedal, where you just give the sound space to breathe.
Can you point out which part?
Well, like here, you don't. There's no places where you don't have any pedal. You just play through pedal.
Okay.
But in general, there's there's. Well, we'll go through them. So it's.
What about the entire finish?
Well, the entire thing is a little too heavy in terms of character.
Okay.
It's just always a little bit. It's a little slow, but it's just not the slow part is not a problem so much as is just there's not a feeling where where we kind of feel like we're going towards somewhere. It's all a little bit ta 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 dun ta 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 dun ta 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 ta. Yeah, it's all a little kind of going. Each note is equal. Is kind of. But then there's some rhythmical. I'm confused why you sort of rush in certain places where I don't think it's kind of just sudden out of the blue. Like here something is. Well, obviously we'll play again. Like here, I don't quite understand the rhythm in this section. It's like there was probably some idea you're trying to do, but I just don't quite get the point. Okay, let's start then from the beginning of this. Even here you kind of slow down ta ta ti 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 ta ta like right. We like I don't think we kind of go to this note and then make this out of like separate. No, we. Yeah, but then you need more top voice. This might be a good idea to play this with a. So that we can. Sort of becomes very sleepy. This part, this answers very sleepily. No, I don't quite understand why it's so.
What were you doing? What were you playing?
I just first of all. Yeah. was it's strange. I mean, what Chopin writes a little bit like this. I think. Nothing is. I mean, I don't. I don't. I mean, nothing is not deep.
Okay, nothing.
I mean, I don't know what do you mean by deep. I don't think it's too deep because it's sort of mezza voce, so it's not. It's almost like this is like some kind of opening statement, and this is a little bit of a whisper or some kind of a response to it. In terms of kind of saying, murmuring something in the background, and then this is the end, right? So it's right. So it's almost like this fourth statement is the response to this statement. Not response, but the continuation, the finishing of this. And these two are. I actually like this fingering, but just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But anyway, that's just and playing the re with the left hand as well. For some reason you play very meek and very not shiny. This I don't think we should sort of be unsatisfied with something just because there is some explanatory idea that comes later. That never works, right? Like it's not like we shouldn't explain something later why this is not as beautiful as it did. Like there's nothing. I don't think you need to make this
different.
I don't really see, because it's already a little bit different, and there's and this should be like this. The second parts are different.
Okay.
The second halves of this phrase are
Let's start
different.
from here.
Well, why not from the beginning? Well, that's not very deep, right? That like it should be. Well, whatever you want. I just cannot be so slow. These two notes, right? Because it's. Something is just technically is a little bit. Maybe it's better to play 3 and then 2 1 2. So that there's not. It's too flat. Something is everything here. Everything kind of here. this is a little bit unvoiced in any way. Like you just kind of swim in it. Like it could be quieter, it could be more, but it's a little bit lacking any sort of voicing. Then you hold some notes here, yeah, in the right hand. Oh, it's much better. We don't really need much pedal here because all the voices can be legato. Like there's no reason for having so much pedal. Crescendo, then I think that requires timing. You don't need to sing. I just sing because I don't play, but you don't need to sing. I mean, you can sing when you program. Well, a little more crescendo, I think. This you kind of do fa mi 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 mi, like this doesn't have any rest. Do fa mi mi mi, like the pedaling the way Chopin writes it. I mean, there is no pedal here. Now we could change pedal, but and then so that we don't have do fa, right? Like it's not connected to E flat. Well, here we certainly have pedal.
You mean to
just this fa should not be long. Right, this rest should be somewhat do fa ta 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 ta.
You mean to exaggerate the?
Not exaggerate. Just why exaggerate?
What did I play?
Well, you hold the fa, you don't pedal. Yeah, you kind of you hold it, and so there's no breath. Fine, that's fine, okay. That's good. Then this is less. And these have to be light. Even though they're on the pedal, it's still light.
So what you told me is to like try to separate.
Yeah. Well, it's not just separate. Like it just needs to have more lift, like a little more dancing element. Ta-da, 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 yum, a little more sort of, yeah, like a ballet, sort of a little more lift in the.
Understand.
These are they get a little sad, you know. All of the left hand, they're like they get a little sluggish and sad. Yeah, there's a
So to play the left hand more resolute, right?
Not resolute.
I play. You said it's too
sluggish. Yeah, not resolute, but. With the left hand, then certainly play it with the one. You don't need second finger. So it's about to be.
I didn't play with second finger.
I know, but the next note you play with the second finger, the one that you play. Right, that one you play with the second finger. One. No, play it with one.
Play with one.
You play with two. This note you always play with two, but it's better be with one. Yes. Right. And then you see ta-ta, Yeah. Don't hold it. Yeah. Even if it's on the pedal, we will start.
Okay.
Yes.
Like
Right.
like you have this wing to.
Well, you know, like a ballet lift.
Yeah, okay.
Like you lift the ballerinas. Yeah. Like you don't need to work very hard to lift them, but. And I think there's just not enough. Because there's not enough difference between your forte and the piano. Right, and here I don't think we need leftovers of this la. Now some people hold it. Some people just hold it. That's fine. It's a kind of a choice. And just the resonance is different. Like here, maybe I would change it a little bit. And you see that Chopin writes a different pedaling twice. Maybe this can be more through the la. And this is more through the left hand. Now these dotted rhythms, you know, this is where it kind of gets difficult because I think where are they the ends and where are they the upbeats? Like, is this an upbeat to this or is the end of this? And I don't think there is like necessarily a right or wrong answer, but I think there has to be a certain choice. Otherwise, they sound very symmetrical. Ta 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 ta. So, ta ta. Well, here Chopin writes it as an upbeat. I think, and although people, it usually doesn't sound like it. And then starts from here. Chopin doesn't write it that way, and I think people usually. I wouldn't.
You start from here?
I would think of that as a beginning, yeah. And another one. Now this one is questionable, but I still think. This is. But anyway, just this rhythm cannot become too
rigid.
Yeah, well, too repetitive in its like there. Like if you don't play mi la fa mi re, like how would you shape it? So we must have the shaping despite the constant dotted rhythm. If you don't have it, you would like mi la fa mi re do si. Yeah, like we have to. And a little bit better legato voicing in the left hand. Yes, too much. Just sort of. You're not having a different touch for the top voice in the bottom. You just kind of lie down on the octave. No, for the octave. Yeah. So it's a little blob.
Okay.
It needs to be a little bit voiced.
Do you think my technique improved?
Your technique is fine.
It's enough for
It's enough for the piece.
Okay.
You see, this cannot be sort of like it cannot be. I don't think like you're a little
Without control, right?
it's just a little falling. Yeah. I don't think we can just let the weight of the hand fall on it. We have to be on the key.
So I feel like my octave lose some control. Like just splash on it, right?
Well, don't splash. First of all, a little more this way, and not too straight. Yeah, and then closer together the fingers. Like the top voice needs to connect. Like the touch in the top voice has to be there. That's too much pedal. Yeah, like these two notes, you play fa, mi, re on one pedal, that's too much. It's not about so much like where you like that you don't play with any pedal. It's just you can change here and then lift on the re maybe. You see, you it's not so much about the legato, it's about having a little pressure at the fingertip of the top voice, yeah. Right. That was better in terms of the pedaling and the voicing.
So I have to like makes the top more legato, more
legato, and even when you don't legato, it has to have a certain balance between, like if you play, like it has to have
control
balance in the fingertip, yeah, between those three notes. Ta-ta. There is no shape in your. They're all. Like you understand, it's all a little bit with the same sort of ta-ta.
I just fall into
ta-ta,
pattern.
ta-ta. Yeah, it's a little pattern.
The pattern is too similar.
Yeah. And this is certainly quieter, right? Because these notes have to be much quieter. But the B flat needs to be low. Too loud. That's going to be too loud and less pedal. That I don't think needs. Well, you can change pedal on the fine and certainly lift on the last note. And lift. If you take pedal here, the fa has to be lifted. Like this changed.
Is the pedal very hard here?
I don't think it's that hard, but it's not very. No Chopin pedal is very easy. Again, not enough top voice.
Again from here.
Okay. And then you hold a little bit mi re, yeah, right. It needs to be. I would play this less and then ta ta ra more. Ta ta ra 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 ra. Ta ta ta. Yeah, like I think this is the choir.
Right here. Again.
Well, like some of them, again, a little bit ripples, and some of them, the beginning of the wave, and some of them are ripples. Like like they're not equal. How do you think it's play this again? Oh, this cannot be fourth finger. I don't think that works at all. Because here you have a pedal, so why does you have to play 5 and be in position? Yeah, you just prepare the chord. But again, you're too loud and too long. Da 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 da.
Yes, yes, yes.
But it's not sort of, not like a mop. Like the fingers have to be a little bit more.
More foundation.
Yeah.
More stable.
Yeah.